Besides being one of the most famous wrestlers in the world and one of the main figures in popularizing wrestling in the United States, Rey Mysterio is a powerful athlete who has earned an enormous fortune throughout his career in the ring. But have you ever stopped to think about how this iconic wrestler lives? In today's video, you'll find out all about Rey Mysterio's luxurious life, exploring how much he currently earns in the WWE, as well as details of the charming mansion where he lives in California, the vehicles he has in his garage, and much more. You can see all the details now. Let's get into it! Born in 1974 in Chula Vista, California, Oscar Gutierrez Rubio, better known by his ring name Rey Mysterio, is a famous American wrestler of Mexican descent. As the nephew of wrestler Rey Mysterio Sr., Rubio began wrestling on Mexico's independent circuit in 1989 at the age of 14, before signing his first contract with Asistencia Asesoría y Administración. But it was after joining WCW in 1996 that Rey Mysterio really rose to fame, winning the company's main championships and contributing significantly to the popularization of wrestling in the United States at the time. After WCW ended in 2001, Rey Mysterio wrestled briefly for other promotions, such as the World Wrestling Council, until he joined WWE for good in 2002, where he also made a name for himself thanks to his impressive performance in the ring. And to give you an idea of Rey Mysterio's achievements in the WWE, he has won the WWE Championship once, the WWE Intercontinental Championship twice, the World Heavyweight Championship twice, the WWE Cruiserweight Championship 3 times, the WWE United States Championship 3 times, and the WWE Tag Team Championship 4 times, as well as the 2006 Royal Rumble. And it's no wonder that he's considered one of the most skilled wrestlers of all time, being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, the Wrestling Observer newsletter, and the WWE. And because of his successful career in wrestling over so many decades, Rey Mysterio has managed to amass a huge fortune and can now enjoy a very comfortable life. Considered one of the best wrestlers of his generation, it's no wonder that Rey Mysterio lives in a luxurious estate. He owns, for example, a beautiful mansion located on a plot of more than 20,000 square feet, which is situated in the city of Chula Vista, in San Diego County, California. In 2012, a year after buying the property, Rey Mysterio opened the doors of the place to his WWE fans. Built in 2004, the residence has more than 4,300 square feet of living space, and among the places he showed off was the beautiful living room with fireplace, which incorporates a wet bar and a huge aquarium where he usually keeps a variety of tropical fish, which according to the wrestler, are great for relieving stress. And to give you an idea, the aquarium is so big that to feed the fish, Rey Mysterio used a ladder. He also showed the dining room, the kitchen, and a room where he keeps an impressive collection of swords, some imported from different countries and even one from the movie The Scorpion King, starring The Rock. And for each of these swords, Rey Mysterio certainly didn't pay too little money. During the interview, the wrestler also showed off his office, where he keeps various collectibles, such as more than 100 action figures, made throughout his career by different wrestling promotions. The place also houses customized signs and even a custom-made skateboard, with his image carved into the wood and the number 619, referring to his final blow in the ring. And considering that the video was shot 13 years ago, it's very likely that the fighter's collection has grown a lot. But these aren't the only rooms that have been seen in this mansion. That's because in 2021, this beautiful residence was again listed on the real estate market, and although it's not entirely clear whether it was sold or not, it was possible to get a sense of how the place looks today. The living rooms, for example, have been renovated, although they still retain the traditional classic style in their decor. The kitchen, meanwhile, has a chef's island in the center of the room, as well as integrating a small breakfast room, while the dining space is set up for formal meetings. Among the other rooms shown in the new records are 7 luxurious bathrooms, a gym with all kinds of equipment for the fighter to keep in shape, a laundry room with large machines, and balconies to take in the views of the region, as well as a media room with a TV and a stunning office with wooden panels. In total, the mansion has 6 charming bedrooms, each with a different style for the athlete's family or guests to stay in maximum comfort. The master suite, for example, has its own private living room and a huge bathroom, which houses a soaking tub as well as 2 closets for the fighter to store his fight clothes and personal items. Heading outside, the property has a long driveway, where Rey Mysterio usually leaves his luxury vehicles. In the backyard, there are several spaces to rest and an area with a lawn and swings, as well as an outdoor kitchen with a built-in barbecue and marble counters. And don't think it's over, as there's a custom-made golf course and a cabin with cozy seating and a fireplace. But without a doubt, one of the biggest differentials of this exquisite property is the beautiful tropical outdoor oasis, which offers beautiful views of the city and the mountains. According to some sources, Rey Mysterio bought the mansion in Chula Vista in 2011 for a whopping $1.80 million. Today, the property has an estimated value of more than $2.2 million. Before living there, the fighter is believed to have lived in Mexico for several years, but it is not known where exactly he lived or whether he still owns property in the country. Rey Mysterio is a wrestler who is completely fascinated by luxury vehicles and spares no expense when it comes to choosing beautiful cars for his garage. He has, for example, been seen with the following cars: $21,000 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, Toyota Tundra for $30,000, Toyota Camry for $36,000, Dodge Challenger SRT for $73,000, Ford F-150 Raptor for $81,000, BMW M4 for $82,000, Hummer H1 for $99,000, Buick Grand Sport GSX for $120,000, Maserati GTS Quattroporte for $139,000, and at least two Mercedes-Benz G-Class vehicles, which may have cost around $160,000 each. One of Rey Mysterio's favorite cars is his Audi R8 V10, which he also seems to have more than one of in his collection. This super sports car is equipped with state-of-the-art technology and a high level of performance, with an engine that can reach up to 620 horsepower. And that must be why each vehicle is valued at $180,000. Some rumors suggest that he also has a McLaren 12C, a super sports car capable of drawing attention wherever it goes, which accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 3 seconds. And it's not for nothing that this machine costs $240,000. In addition to these cars, it is speculated that Rey Mysterio has a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a super stylish large sedan from the famous Rolls-Royce luxury car brand. The interior of the vehicle has an impeccable finish, with top-of-the-range materials that bring a lot of sophistication to the environment. And to own one of these cars, you may have to shell out around $460,000. Another car that Rey Mysterio supposedly owns is a Lamborghini Aventador Roadster, a sports supercar capable of reaching impressive speeds and among the fastest cars in the world. The vehicle has a 770 horsepower engine that accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an incredible 2.8 seconds, reaching a top speed of 217 miles per hour. And to acquire this super machine, you may have to shell out a whopping $500,000. As well as spending a lot of money on cars, the star also owns a valuable collection of motorcycles that have been customized. And because they are customized vehicles, it's not known exactly how much they're worth, but it's very likely that they have an estimated price of tens of thousands of dollars. There's no doubt that a successful wrestler like Rey Mysterio has more than enough money to spend as he pleases. One of the items he likes to buy the most, for example, are beautiful watches, such as his Rolex Submariner date, which he showed off during an interview for GQ Sports. It's a sophisticated accessory with a stainless steel case and yellow gold bezel, which can be purchased for a whopping $20,000. The fighter was also seen wearing a Panerai Luminar Submersible Mic Honor Edition, a classic design watch with a titanium case, which gives it greater resistance. The price of this accessory is estimated at over $20,000. Rey Mysterio also has a Rolex GMT2 Batman, an elegant 40mm diameter piece in black and blue, valued at around $22,000. But without a doubt, the wrestler's most expensive watch is his Patek Philippe Nautilus 5980, a beautiful accessory constructed in rose gold, which boasts a modern black dial with gold markers. And that must be why this item is currently valued at around $200,000. When it comes to traveling, Rey Mysterio doesn't skimp on comfort either, having already shared a photo before boarding an Ember 195. This is a plane capable of carrying up to 124 passengers safely and comfortably, as it is around 127 feet long. And to rent one of these aircraft, prices start at around $15,000 per flight hour. In addition to all this, the fighter also likes to spend a lot of money on gifts for the people he loves, such as his daughter Elia Gutierrez, for whom he gave a beautiful Range Rover Evoque, a compact luxury SUV produced by the British car brand Land Rover. The interior of the vehicle is equally impressive, with high-quality leather finishes and technology. And to enjoy this beautiful car, you may have to shell out more than $55,000 depending on the model. Many people wonder how rich a wrestler as influential as Rey Mysterio is. It's not known how much he earned at the height of his WWE career during his first stint with the company between 2002 and 2013, but according to some portals, in his current contract with the brand, the star receives a salary of $174,000 a year. This figure, however, doesn't include bonuses from sales of merchandise bearing his name or appearances at pay-per-view events, which probably increases earnings considerably. Like other famous wrestlers, Rey Mysterio also pockets high amounts via other sources of income. He is, for example, co-owner and board member of Lucha, a US-based wrestling company that focuses on the Latino audience. The wrestler has also appeared in documentaries and films, such as Rey Mysterio 619, Rey Mysterio, The Biggest Little Man, before they were wrestling stars, Rey Mysterio Jr., Mysterio, The Life of a Masked Man, and Ready to Rumble. Social media also represents a great source of income for the athlete, who has more than 4.8 million followers on Instagram alone, where he often signs partnerships with big companies such as Cartoon Network, Mattel, Born X-Raised, Roots of Fight, WWE Games, Call of Duty, Cerveza Victoria, First Form, among others. And of course, for every sponsored post he makes, he certainly receives good money. And although Rey Mysterio's fortune isn't known for sure, some sources estimate that he currently has a net worth of $10 million after all taxes have been deducted. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, deals to satisfy your curiosity.